live on ERi-TV with English news broadcast. Dear viewers, hello and thank you for joining us. I'm Heaven Johans, your news anchor for this session, reporting you the current local and international news for today, Friday the 27th of December 2024. Do stay tuned once again and let's begin with the major headlines. Livestock vaccination program in Tona. Activity assessment meeting of PFDJ office. Peru declares environmental emergency after oil spill. And at least 6,000 inmates escape Mozambique prison. In our domestic news, a livestock vaccination program against various diseases, which covered 15 administrative areas and carried out through 10 centers, was conducted in the Tona subzone. Mr. Mebrahatom Mezgabo, head of livestock health in the subzone, stated that the program was successfully implemented on schedule, thanks to the strong cooperation of livestock owners. Mr. Haptish Taglaburhan, head of the agriculture office in the subzone, urged farmers engaged in livestock herding to regularly bring their animals to vaccination centers on time. He also emphasized the importance of refraining from using unsafe livestock medicines. The farmers, while commending the vaccination services provided, expressed their readiness to vaccinate their livestock in alignment with the Ministry of Agriculture's program. The PFDJ office in the southern Red Sea region held an activity assessment meeting on 26 December in the port city of Asab. The meeting reviewed the programs implemented in 2024, focusing on the achievements and challenges encountered. Mr. Rezena Mikhail, secretary of the PFDJ in the region, highlighted that significant activities were undertaken to strengthen the organization among civil workers and the public. Sustainable training programs were also provided to enhance public understanding. Additionally, seminars were organized to increase public participation in development programs. The participants called for the continuation of such programs across all sectors of society. In the same vein, training on social science was provided to 67 civil workers in the region, including 30 females. In another news, Mr. Mahmoud Ibrahim, administrator of Galalo subzone in the northern Red Sea region, held meetings with residents from the administrative areas of Badda, Adaito, Engal, Galalo, Buya and Dulah. The meetings focused on the implementation of development programs and were attended by village elders, religious leaders and public representatives. During the meetings, detailed briefings were provided on the status of social service provision institutions, including potable water supply, health and educational services, agriculture, and water and soil conservation activities. Mr. Mahmoud stated that coordinated efforts are underway to ensure access to potable water for both humans and livestock. He highlighted that health facilities are delivering commendable services to the public and that extensive water diversion renovation programs have been implemented to support agricultural activities. Emphasizing the importance of community involvement in the successful implementation of development programs, Mr. Mahmoud called for continued coordinated efforts to achieve the outlined goals. In addition, the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students, in collaboration with the Subzone's Branch Education Office, provided a 3-month training program on computer technology for junior and high school students. This wraps up our domestic news for this session. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international ones after the short break. Welcome back. Peru's government declared on Thursday an environmental emergency in a northern coastal area where state oil firm Peru spilled a crude oil shipment into surrounding waters of the Pacific Ocean. A vessel carrying out pre-shipment maneuvers caused the spill last weekend at the terminal of Peru's Talara refinery in northern part of the country. Peru has not stated how much crude was spilled into the sea, but Peru's environmental watchdog said in a preliminary report it has affected some 10,000 square meters of surface seawater, and the Environment Ministry said it has affected at least 7 beaches as well as local wildlife. Peru's Environment Ministry said the 90-day emergency aims to guarantee the sustainable management of the area and the execution of recovery and remedying works to mitigate environmental contamination. Peru said on Wednesday it had deployed cleanup brigades from the moment of the spill and coordinated with the Fishermen's Union and local authorities so that local economic and tourist activities could continue normally. In today's final report, at least 6,000 prisoners have escaped a high-security prison in Mozambique's capital on Christmas Day after rebellion as widespread post-election uprisings and violence continue to engulf the country. According to Mozambique's police chief, 33 prisoners died and 15 others were injured during a confrontation with the security forces. The commander further noted that the escape from the Maputo Central Prison started around midday Wednesday after agitation by a group of subversive protesters nearby. He added that the prisoners at the facility snatched weapons from the prisoner guards and started freeing other detainees. The prisoners, out of which 29 were convicted terrorists, fled during protests by violent protesters, demanding that they be able to remove the prisoners who are there serving their sentences. The protests led to the collapse of a wall, allowing the prisoners to flee. The protests had also seen police cars, stations and general public infrastructure destroyed after the country's Constitutional Council confirmed the ruling Frelimo party as the winner of the October 9 elections. With this, we conclude our news for this session. Dear viewers, time for a quick recap of the major headlines. Livestock vaccination program in Tona. Activity assessment meeting of PFDJ office. Peru declares environmental emergency after oil spill. And at least 6,000 prisoners escape Mozambique prison. This was World on Friday with ERi-TV English News Broadcast. Dear viewers, thank you for joining and have a good weekend.